Have you ever felt like the more you understand the world, the more distant you become from it? That the deeper your insights go, the harder it is to relate to those around you. It's not your imagination. This is the quiet struggle of the deep thinker, not because they are wrong, but because they see too clearly in a world that prefers to look away. Throughout history, thinkers who saw beyond the surface were rarely embraced in their own time. From Nietzsche to Kierkegaard to Hannah Arendt, these weren't just philosophers. They were social outcasts. Not because they lacked value, but because their truths made people uncomfortable. But why is this discomfort so strong? Why does society turn its back on those who reflect its flaws? It comes down to something most people never consider: cognitive dissonance. When someone exposes a truth that contradicts how we see ourselves or the world, it creates a mental friction. Our brain doesn't like that. It prefers the safety of illusion over the chaos of revelation. And so, when a deep thinker speaks, many don't listen. Not because the message is flawed, but because the mind resists what it doesn't want to confront. Now here's the twist. We celebrate intelligence in theory. We post quotes from Einstein. We admire Da Vinci. We praise innovation. But when someone in our immediate world starts questioning the status quo, challenging comfortable beliefs, or refusing to conform to surface-level small talk, the reaction shifts. Admiration turns to avoidance. This paradox is deeply wired into how we navigate social life. Most forms of superiority, beauty, money, charisma, inspire envy, but not alienation. Intelligence is different. It doesn't just outshine, it exposes. A brilliant mind can act like a mirror, not reflecting how the world looks, but how fragile our ideas truly are. And that, for many, is intolerable. This explains why deep conversations are rare in casual settings. Why people prefer predictable banter over thoughtful debate. Why a room will grow quiet when someone asks a question that actually matters. Here's the reality. The more you think, the more you risk seeing what others refuse to see. And the price of that vision is often solitude. Socially, we are taught to blend in, not stand out. The brain evolved to prioritize connection, not truth. In early tribes, being accepted was survival. Challenging the group meant exile and potentially death. So when someone begins to ask uncomfortable questions, the group reacts not with curiosity, but with caution. The subconscious mind still sees truth-tellers as threats, not to safety, but to stability. And in today's world, this hasn't changed. In fact, it's become worse. Social media rewards simplicity. Complex thoughts are trimmed into sound bites. Deep ideas are overshadowed by catchy trends and viral opinions. In this environment, depth isn't just undervalued, it's actively filtered out. Psychologists have a name for this: the depth bias. It's the tendency for people to avoid engaging with ideas that demand effort, reflection, or emotional discomfort. Most people don't want to think deeply, they want to feel right, quickly. So where does that leave the deep thinker? Often alone. But not by choice. They are not avoiding society, society is avoiding them. But here's the important truth. Isolation is not a sign of failure. It's often the first symptom of clarity. The most transformative insights are born not in echo chambers, but in silence. If you're someone who's felt like you don't quite fit, who sees through facades others accept, you're not broken. You're awake. And in a world that's asleep, awakening will always feel like exile at first. But stay with it. Because while the crowd clings to comfort, the thinker moves toward truth. And though the path is narrow, it's real. It's yours. And it matters more than you know.